It's your girl, the Celeb, and I'm sitting here with Musiq SoulChild.
Hey, how you doing?
New album, Musiq in the Magic.
Yes.
Comes out May 3rd.
Yes.
I'm loving the album.
Thank you.
My favorite track, Say I Do.
Okay.
And Silver and Gold.
Oh, wow.
But what is your favorite track?
That changes all the time. Today I think it's Be Friends.
Okay.
A song called Be Friends. It's a really cool song.
Now, what inspires you when you're creating in the studio?
I'm always thinking about how can I make another song about the realistic perspective, about what really happens in relationships, instead of taking a fantastic approach on, how awesome it is to be in love and all of that. That's real, but it's a lot of intricate things that go on in being in a relationship that we don't really have enough information on, that I think a lot of people that are in relationships right now don't always know what to do. So I'm always thinking about what other song that I can write, what other songs that I can perform to give people more insight on, wherever they can find themselves in the spectrum of love in relationships, to kind of, help them out, because I know I find myself in situations sometimes like, there is no song for this. Where is the song for this moment, so, yeah.
Okay, now anybody never hardly hears about your love life. I think the last time we heard about who you were dating was when you were with India.Arie.
Yeah.
So why is that? Is that because you date like regular chicks like me, or you just really keep it under wraps with who you're dating now?
I just don't broadcast it. I don't necessarily, keep it secret. I just don't broadcast it, I deal with whoever I deal with. I think the thing with me and India is because both of us was in the limelight, that it just brought attention to both of us, but I don't know. Like, I just don't get into all of that, I'm here for the music. I'm here to give you guys the music. I'm not here for y'all to be getting into my personal life. Everybody else has their personal life, and everybody deserves their privacy. It's just that us in the game, people don't feel like we deserve our privacy,
Okay. Now, when you started out in the industry, everybody kind of pinned you neo soul.
Okay.
If you look at that now, it's like the genre is really kind of dead. Why do you think neo soul died off?
Well, I don't think that neo soul died off, or at least I don't think that what people called neo soul died off. I think people got tired of trying to keep that as a trend. That's what died off. The concept of it died off. The calling it neo soul and contributing, not contributing, but investing in that whole neo soul thing. I think that the motivation for that died off. But whatever you guys were calling neo soul, that didn't go nowhere.
Okay.
And it was whatever it was before you called it neo soul, So I think that it's all in your perspective on it.
Now, what's the story behind your song titles and your album titles? Because everybody knows since the beginning, I Just Want to Sing, you put words together,
Right.
like 3 or 4 words together into one. So how did that even come about?
It was just something that was fun to do. I did it one time and I thought it looked fresh, and then I just kept doing it. So I guess you can say that's my signature now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Tyrese, Genuine, Tank. A couple years ago, we're going to all come together, have a super group.
Right.
It fell through because of label situations. But if you had to pick 2 other cats to have a super group with, who would they be?
Oh no, I don't know. It's too many. It's too many. I could say Raheem Devon and Anthony Hamilton.
That would be dope.
I could say Bilal and D'Angelo.
Bring D'Angelo back. Where is
I could say,
D'Angelo?
I don't know, but I definitely, we out here waiting on
We
you,
waiting
bro.
for you, bro.
I could say, I don't know.
Those are some good ones, though.
Yeah, okay.
Those are good ones. We might have to make one of them happen.
Okay.
Okay. If I had the money, I executive produce it, but I ain't got it like that. But okay, so when it comes to this album, you really went back to the basics on a lot of stuff. Like your past couple albums, a lot of people were kind of straight away. They didn't know where you were going with the singles that they picked. You kind of experimented with some other stuff.
Okay.
But
I really wasn't experimenting. I don't see myself. I wouldn't call myself experimenting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's say on my album, on my radio, the song Radio, I wasn't necessarily experimenting. I was just doing something according to what I was hearing on the radio. I had just moved to Atlanta. That was the sound. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't experimenting. It's just that I guess people weren't prepared to accept that from me.
Okay.
But it was weird. It's like I hear this stuff on the radio all the time, but when I do it, it's not right. So I don't know. But I don't know, but I don't. What I would like to encourage people to do is not to just focus so much on the singles. It's an entire album of music, you know. So if you ain't really dig the single so much, well, go listen to the rest of the album. It might be something on it that you like.
Now, what's something that you look for in a special lady?
Huh. I like a girl that's sure of herself. You know that it's not. They don't have a whole lot of insecurities, and it's not because I'm speaking down on women with insecurities. It's just that if you're not even just a woman, if you're a person with insecurities, but we're talking about women. If you're a woman with insecurities, the last thing you need is to jump into a relationship. That's not going to help your insecurities. I think the best thing that you can do is try to get secure, get yourself right first. You know, that way, whoever you with, you won't depend on them so much, you know, to create that stability in your life. You know, and you won't be, you know, worried so much about where they at and if they still like you and all this. That's a hassle that you don't deserve. So I think one of the main things that I look for is a woman with a good sense of self-security. You know, kind of knows herself a little bit. You know, nobody's perfect, and everybody got things about themselves. That is what it is. You know, but try to have as much as you can about yourself together before you jump into a relationship. That way, you two can help each other because of where y'all at, rather than one is leaning on the other. That can just now you a burden, you know. So I mean, I'm just being honest. You might not like what I'm saying right now, but you'll thank me later.
I'm telling it to you straight. One more question before we get out of here. It's spring, right? Spring flings are popping off because the weather is breaking. So what's Musiq's favorite position?